All right, so a client comes into you, or maybe you find out that a client or a family member or yourself has a lot of swelling, so maybe they've injured it. Now, if you remember back to my don't use ice because the inflammation needs to be there, but remember me telling you about what we do want to do is get rid of the fluid, that accumulation of fluid, whether that's blood, hemarthrosis, or whether that's an effusion from swelling from synovial fluid, which I went through with you, right? Okay, so they got the knees swollen up. What can you do? Now, as I said to you, you can use lymphatic drainage, but if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know already, I've got a course on manual lymphatic drainage if you want to learn how to do that, to remove fluid. But we can use kinesio tape to reduce that swelling, and it works really well. Now, I do want to say something. Now, these were once really good scissors, but scissors, just like knives, get blunt, so you really need sharp scissors, because I'll show you what happens when you don't. See that? Look, that's all dog-eared, this sort of thing. However, went out and bought new scissors, and away you go. Nice. So you want to have good scissors. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have two what they call eye strips. So one through there. So what I'll do, I'll make about that long. So I'll go double because we want two. Righto. So you fold in there. And I'll cut it off here without cutting my finger and thumb, hopefully. There we go. Okay, so there it is. And then I'll split it in half. And then we're going to cut off the corners so it sticks down nicely. One, making a nice old mess here. Let's do it there. So nice rounded edges. Nice rounded edges. All right, so you got your two tapes, eye tapes, right? Now, what we're going to do with this, we are going to make 5 little slits about up to about an inch, or what's that, 2.5 centimeters, 3, whatever, I'll show you. So we're going to do them equidistant, so space them out. So I'll go one here, so you can see that, and I'll stop it about there, so you can see that, and we're going to continue along here. And now what you want to do here, see how now my little corners now like that, so we want to round them off. So you want to round off each of those, more or less, so that they won't peel off. All right, so I will continue this process. So you want about 4 or 5 of these. Let's do, can I split that in half? Yeah, I can get 5 out of this. Okay. So we'll just keep going here. Don't mind me, just sing amongst yourselves. Right, here we go, last one. This is where you speed up the tape, or I do a better editing job. All right, there we go. Okay, now just round the ends off. One, two. One, two, 3. 4. And there we go, 5. And I'll do the other one, so you don't have to watch that, but I'll do that as well. So you want to have them looking like this, right? Like a little octopus. Right, I'll do the other one, and then I'll show you how to apply them. Okay, so here I am with my supposedly swollen knee, right? So what you want to do is you want to have the person, we're going to put a stretch on here. We're not going to put a stretch on the kinesio tape. We'll have 0 amount of stretch on that because we're going to have this in a flex position, which is already stretching them, these structures here, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to put one here and put him across like that, and the other one like that, okay? So you want to get the person to flex their knee, whatever's comfortable. You know, so obviously if they go up here and goes, oh no, that hurts, then back it off, of course. Right, so what we want to do here, we're going to take the backing off. So just pull, 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 and break the papers. Okay. Make sure the skin's nice and dry and clean. We're going to put him, let's just measure that out there. Just want to track across the knee. So that's about where I want him, right there. Rub, 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 rub. To get a stick stuck down, use the back of the paper, they like to do that as well. Okay, tuck my pocket in there. Righto. So let's do the first one. We want to get him around that patella tendon there, bottom of the joint. So no stretch. Okay, and away we go. All right, one down, 4 to go. So you just pull him, see that? Simple as. Okay, then we're gonna just put him like that. It's very satisfying to do this, I gotta tell you. And try and get them equally spaced. Another one here. So you're trying to cover the whole knee, right? And right there. All right. There we go. Stick them all on, give them a rub, rubbity-dub. Right, other one. So you can see that. So now, when I straighten it, it'll start to crinkle. That's what we want. Okay, we'll just do the other one for you. So this is the opposite side, doing the same thing. Okay. Well, I should measure this out again. Let's just kind of get a bit of a guesstimate. That looks pretty good to me. Yep, pop him down. So this is really effective at helping with swelling, which, as I said to you before in the other lecture about not using ice for inflammation, because the inflammation is the good thing in an injury. And just bring that around there. So remember, zero stretch. We are literally just placing them down. So this is great to get rid of that effusion, the hemarthrosis, which is the blood, if it's a bad injury, which I talked about before. There we go. So they can leave this on for a few days to deal with the swelling. Remembering to do it's a pain-free exercise, even just isometric with no movement of the joint, just to keep keeping the muscles active. And the final one. And by the way, this is probably, you don't want to get it back into the joint line there. I've probably come a little, I might just spin it around there a bit. I'd normally chop that off, but that'll be all right. Doesn't look as pretty now, but hey. But anyway, so that's what you're doing when you've got someone with a knee that's really swollen, to help remove that swelling as the healing starts to, as the healing continues, the body continues to heal with the inflammation, then the repair phase. But this is great for when you want to get, so you can see that, so crinkling up, that's going to be great, lifting that skin for the lymphatics. So fantastic for when you've got swollen knee.